Good evening, this is Lolly, and today I'm sharing my Lolly Tops, which is my favorite picks for scissors, specifically scissors used in crafting. And to begin with, throughout my childhood, my mother had this pair of scissors. They're very heavy metal. It's solid metal. The handles are just painted. And she always was very particular about these scissors and wouldn't let us touch them. You know how when your mother has something that's that precious and won't let you touch them, what do you want to do, right? We really wanted to play with these scissors, and I couldn't figure out what the big hairy deal was. Well, to her, they were her sharp scissors and she knew that in order to keep them sharp, she had to keep them preserved for a specific function. And I inherited them from her when she passed, and we had a scissor sharpening man come to our store recently. And I brought these in for sharpening. He saw me walking up with him and he said, "Those are nice scissors." Now, the funny thing is, there is no name on them anywhere. I have no idea what they are, but they are really good, good sharp scissors. So I've been using them, and I did this. I just wrote paper only on this little tag here. Now, I am the same way, though. Now, I guess I've inherited that from my mother because I do realize the importance of keeping scissors for a specific purpose. So my sewing scissors, my ultimate favorite is Ginger, Gingher. These are my thread snips. I do keep them specifically just for thread or cutting little tiny ribbons. And I have the Ginger pinking shears as well. And I have gotten these from sewing and fabric stores with coupons. Now for what I do cutting most of my fabric and patterns out, I use these. They're Mundial. They are working really well. And they have the tiny little teeth along here to help grab the fabric so the fabric doesn't slide away from you as you're cutting. I don't use any of these sewing scissors for anything but fabric, thread, and those patterns, which are made of tissue paper. For paper crafting, seriously, I just grab whatever cheapo scissors that I find on sale somewhere, because they get covered in Mod Podge and pastes, and you could see all the glue on there. And I don't want to treat my good scissors that way. This has got something really hard on it. And you can see my fingers are even coated with blue color burst right now. I'm just a mess here. So these don't matter to me as much because I know that I do go through crafting scissors quite a bit. So I just buy them in bulk. I mean, I don't spend $1 for a pair. I do get them, decent price, but there's not really a brand name on these. Now for fussy cutting, you need a nice pointy pair of scissors, and I love these cutter bees. These are when you are cutting, and for instance, let's say I want to cut that little notch out right there, and I only use these for fussy cutting. So when I get right into that tip, I can come around the other way and get right into that point right there because it's nice and sharp all the way to the tip. Whereas these ones, they're not going to be sharp all the way to the tip. So these are excellent. If you can get a pair of those, you will appreciate that. Now, when I'm cutting anything tougher, cardboard, some plastics, acetates, or whatever, and I don't want to just go ahead and dull my regular scissors, I whip out these ones, which are the Tim Holtz Tonic scissors. These are also fabulous. They're strong scissors. They're made for more firm things. Now, if you're cutting some metal or something, I would use tin snips and not even this. But I know people who have used them for things like that. I just figure the longer they last, the better. And so if I can use all these scissors and use them for their intended purpose, they will last a long time. Whereas if I have one pair of scissors that I use for everything, it will always be dull and I'll never be a happy camper. And if you want to be a happy camper and a happy camper, not a cramper, but a camper and a crafter, you do want to preserve your scissors for a specific purpose. Thank you for watching. I hope that gave you some insight and was a little helpful to you.